YouTube family, today we are back with another video. Today I'm giving you guys 7 exercises for jack forearms to get your forearms stronger, so you can do more pull-ups, you can do more deadlifts if you want to, you can hang from the bar longer. You know, you can take these tools to do whatever you want for them, but these exercises here, I still do these to this day. Just because I can do pull-ups and I'm strong with my deadlifts and all this stuff does not mean I stop doing these exercises. I still do these exercises. These exercises are really good for building strength in your forearms, because most exercises really requires strong forearms, like pull-ups and deadlifts and anything that has like a pulling motion or motion for you to hold something. That's mainly a lot of grip strength, forearm strength, and this right here will help you out getting those exercises down. So let's get right into it. Exercise number 1, I got this little tool here from Walmart. It was about $4 or $5. It's like a grip tool. All you're doing is just squeezing your hand, but it contracts your forearm muscles. It has a little thing here to like change the intensity, so it's either easier or harder. When I first started doing it, it was easier, obviously, but now I put it all the way to the top, so it's harder. And it has a little counter here, so it tells you how many times you clicked it, and it counts as 1. So when I used to do these exercises, I used to go for 25 on one hand, and then I switch and then go for 25 on the other hand. And I would do it maybe like, I don't know, I would do it maybe like all day. But you don't have to do that. You can maybe do 8 or 9 reps of these. I would keep it high, because you can change the intensity. Obviously it's gonna be low for the start, so you can do 8 or 9 and then maybe go from 4. But all you're doing for this right here is you're just clicking the thing together and bring your hand all the way in like you're closing your hand. So you're opening and closing your hand basically. And this here helps out this forearm muscle right here, as you can see. These here will tremendously help you with your grip strength, first of all, and just have your forearms looking more appealing, like when you flex, because when you flex you're already using that muscle because you're contracting your hand. So when you flex, it'll just make your hand look a lot stronger. So that's exercise number 1. Like I said, you can go to Walmart and get one of these. They're very inexpensive. It's not a lot of money. So I would say I would make that investment. And let's get to exercise number 2. Exercise number 2, I got my wrist and forearm blaster roller out. This here, I'm telling you, this here will have your forearms sore, super sore. I remember when I first started doing this, my forearms used to be super sore. This here, you can actually do like 5 exercises in one with these, depending on how you hold your hands. But I'm gonna just make it all into one exercise. So when I used to do this, all you do is just you hold your hand like this, and you go like this. It goes all the way down, and then you have to bring it all the way back up, like that. I'm gonna give you a side view so you can see my forearms working. Whew, boy, that there, I'm telling you, that exercise was probably my favorite exercise to do, because it just would leave my forearms like speechless. Like if my forearms could talk, they wouldn't be able to talk on that exercise. But you guys can do it this way. I used to hold it like that, so that's 2. 3, I would hold it like this, so that's 4. And I would do it this way too. Hold your hand any way possibly you can. You can't. This way is a little harder, but I still did it just because it just makes it more fundamentally, like it works out all of your forearms versus you just doing it in only one position and you're just working out like certain areas of your forearm. You want to work all areas of your forearm with this here, and you can, like I said, you hold it in this position, alternate again, and then go like that. So that's exercise number 2. I would say maybe you only do like 4 or 5 sets with these. You can add weight or you can take weight off. When I first doing it, I didn't have any weight, so it was just like this, and I would just go like that and bring it up. But I put a jug on there to make it a little harder, so you can definitely increase the intensity and lower the intensity, just like the other thing. I got this off of Amazon, so I'll put the link in the description for this one. But I'm telling you, this is like a must-have for like stronger forearms. This helped me out so much, like you guys do not understand. But For exercise number 3, it's gonna be like the same thing where you can do maybe like 3 or 4 exercises within that one, but it's all gonna be one. But let's get into exercise number 3. Exercise number 3, I have my little mini weights here, 3 pound. You really don't need to have it super heavy for these exercises. It can be 3, 5, 10, you know, whatever you want to do, but I would say it doesn't need to be super heavy. I use 3, or I use my little 8 pound weights in the back. But all you're doing for these, you're holding your hand out like this, and you're just flexing your wrist, just like this, just like this. That's all you're doing. And then you go opposite way, same thing. And then I go to I hold it like this, so what, pronated position, and I go just like that. That there, I put it to all, like one exercise. I don't count them as 3 separate, but they are. But I would say do them all together and do maybe like 5 each. So, you know, go 5 here, and then 5 here. So it can be all counted as like one general exercise, you know what I'm saying? So, because these don't hurt as much, or not hurt, but they don't, they contract your muscles, but not as much as that ab roller. So the ab roller, you might have to do that separately, take a break. But these, you can get these out real quick, you know, do 5, 5, and then 5. You know, all these exercises I did to be able to give me stronger forearms, so I can do more pull-ups and stuff like that. So this here, I would take not this for granted. Just because it's 3 pounds does not mean you will not feel it. Trust me, you will feel this. But let's get into exercise number 4. Exercise number 4, we have skull crushers. I'm telling you, these exercises here are just like my other ones, are my favorite for my forearms. They will leave a shock on your forearms, trust me. So right here, it doesn't matter how you set it up, but you might want to be a little lower, or it can be just like a little level to you, just like this. But all you doing is you put your arms out as far as you can. You can do a hold like this, or you can do it like this. I used to do it like this, but now I go like this, so you can just be varied. So you can vary it if you want to. All you're doing is just like a push-up. You're just going in and back out, just like that. Same way, just like that. That's all you're doing. That exercise, it will leave my forearm sore for maybe like 3 or 4 days. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though I do all of them together, but I used to just do this like by itself, with my chest workout. That exercise used to leave my forearm so sore. So this exercise is really good for building forearm strength, and it goes into other exercises. You know, like I said, like a push-up or a diamond push-up. You know, all this stuff leads into more exercises. It's just not like you're just working on just forearms, and it's just, you know, you have to waste time doing these exercises. These exercises lead to something bigger and better. Remember that. Keep that in mind. Don't think that these are just like, oh, just forearm exercises, you know, I can't progress and do it, you know, lead it into something else. These exercises lead into bigger and better things if that's what you want to do. The skull crushers, I would say do like 6 to 8 reps, 10 if you can. If you do 10, I would say do 10. And then for sets, I would do 3 or 4. Keep it light since you're doing, you know, all of these exercises. I would say for these 7 exercises, I would only do like, take 3 of them and use that as like a little second round. Don't do all 7 of them in one day. I used to do these exercises I used to pick 3 of them and do them in one day, and then 3 or 4 days later I'll do the other 3. They just like that. So let's get into exercise number 5. We're back in the back of my house. I know you guys love this place. It's my pull-up bar. So these last 3 exercises, 3 exercises, 5, 6, and 7. 3 exercises are gonna be with a pull-up bar or something you can like hang from. So for the first exercise, is hanging scapular shrugs. So like this is also like a transition to pull-ups, but we're not on that right now. But this here helped me out to get into doing my pull-ups. So I used to be able to, I couldn't do pull-ups, so I would do these here. All you do for this exercise is just come over here, hop on the bar, and all you're doing is this here. I would say you can do 5 of those, but you can do however many you can. 2, 1, doesn't matter, but you want to work your way up into doing like 5. And once you can do 5, I would say try to go for a pull-up. But if you still can't do it, then, you know, work with 5, 6, 7, 8. And I would say do 4 or 5 sets of these. These are actually really good exercises for working on that forearm and then transition to a pull-up. So exercise number 6, we're just going to do a regular dead hang. That there really contracts forearm muscles and also gives you a lot of grip strength when you're doing, like, you know, pull-ups and all that other stuff. This here, I would say do for as long as you can. You know, try to hold for 30 seconds. Can't do 30 seconds. You know, try to do for as long as you can. And I would say do 2 or 3 sets of these, or do too many sets, but just hold as long as you can. Alright, I didn't hold for that long because I literally just worked out the other day, so my hands are still a little sore, but you guys understand the point. All you do is just want to hang from there. Those there will help you with your grip strength and your still forearms. Alright, now let's get into the last exercise. The last exercise is one of my favorite exercises for the pull-up bar, and it's one of the hardest also. So let's get right into it. So we have my favorite exercise, headbangers. Headbangers. That and the arm blast roller are probably the 2 single most important exercises you can do for your forearms if you really want like stronger jack forearms. Headbangers, all you're doing. So wait, hold on. Before I do this, headbangers is it's like a hanging scapular shrug, but you're staying in that position up top here. So if you cannot do hanging scapular shrugs yet, maybe for like, if you can't do at least maybe like 8, I want to say you want to move into headbangers. You want to at least be able to do 8 hanging scapular shrugs before you go into headbangers. Alright, so with that said, I'm going to show you guys what headbangers look like. And those are headbangers. Those right there, I'm telling you, will leave your forearms like really shocked. Like, those exercises are really good for your forearms. I really love those exercises. Those, like I said, that and the ab roller thing, not ab roller, your wrist and forearm blaster roller are the 2 top exercises that really will like get your forearms really going and keep you strong in those forearms position. So if you guys like this video, please comment, share, subscribe. As you can see, I've been like messing up a little bit with my words, but I'm just keeping going because look, nobody's perfect, so I'm not gonna keep, you know, retaking this and that. Just remember that nobody's perfect, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Out of here.